What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to try to build an entertaining unit for a TV and some storage and stuff like that. I got the inspiration from a place called Urban Barn. They sell this TV media unit out of reclaimed wood, but they sell it for $1,500. So I got these pallets locally for free. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make the same unit, or pretty similar, out of skids to give the same reclaimed feel. Okay, so the most tedious part about this entire build is having to break down the skids. I'm going to grab a hacksaw, I'm going to cut them all here. I'm going to cut all the nails here, here, and there, just to break everything free. Change of plans here. I've gone through 2 batteries on my cordless chop saw, I've gone through 2 batteries on my cordless Sawzall, and I've only taken apart 1 skid, or 2 skids, and both batteries are already dead. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab my skill saw, I'm going to cut along that edge there, and then the center edge, and then all I have to do is pry apart the middle supporting piece there on these skids, and then that way I can move along a lot faster because I don't have time to sit around here waiting for batteries to charge and try to cut this. Okay, I've gone and ripped up most of the wood. I got some to start. Then I have to rip off all those pieces still, but I'm going to go ahead and shave off about 1/8 of an inch off of every side here just to clean up and get a nice flush edge, and then I'll use a biscuit joiner to join them all together. So I want the finished product to be 60 inches by at least 16 inch wide. And you see the first mark here, that's 60 inches from the edge of there to here. So just like hardwood, I'm going to cut this piece, then I'm going to use this piece as my starter, and I'm going to stagger everything so that it looks better than just a long piece and a short piece. Okay, so this is my cutoff, so I'm going to use it to start over here. When I'm laying this out, I'm trying to look for the flatter sides. Because I'm not planing these, I'm going to use a belt sander to clean this up, but I want to save myself a ton of work, so I'm going to try to find the most even sides to put on the finished side when it's all done. So this is going to be essentially the table, or the top of the unit. So I've gone ahead and marked everything. I put numbers everywhere just so I know what goes where. So you can see 1, 2, I have 3, 4, so on and so forth. So I'm going to start putting the biscuit joints in. I'm going to glue it, I'm going to clamp it. I'm just using some 10-minute quick dry glue, wood glue. I've added all the biscuits already. I've glued all the edges, as you can see, on both sides. So this is my last piece, and I'm going to clamp it all together. I didn't like the way the clamps were sitting on the piece, so I went ahead and added some 1x3 to the whole thing. And then I basically just kind of braced it together with some nails here, and with some screws at the ends just to squeeze together the ends a little better. So that kind of kept everything a little tighter. So I have the bottom half. This I'm going to use to make the sides. And this is the top. And now I'm going to cut the back piece, which I'm going to use MDF to just give it some strength. I've gone ahead and sanded all my tops and sides. So this is going to be the top. Now I need to square this off, so I'm going to go ahead and try to find the straightest edge I can with a square and then just transfer it over straight across, and then I'll try to measure one distance. I'll just pick a length like 60 inches or something and go from that side to that side. So now I'm going to cut the boards to the same width, 16 inches finish. I've gone ahead and assembled the top piece and the back piece to the MDF. I basically just screwed everything in. I pre-drilled, obviously, countersunk the bits, and then I just glued it all like that. And now I'm going to go and attach the sides. So one thing to note, because this is pallet wood, as you can see, it's not perfectly leveled everywhere, and I don't have a planer, like a mechanical planer. So it's not going to always be the same thickness everywhere, so you can kind of see it here. If it focuses. So you can kind of see the thickness in the planks there, so like, you know, there it's not all perfectly leveled. So you're going to have gaps, so I'm going to have to fill that in after. So right now I'm basically going to just pull this in like that, and I'll secure a screw there. I'll do the same on this side, and I'll secure it, and that'll be side one. Okay, so I have the two door frames done. I'm going to glue them together, and I'm going to use my cordless nail gun to tack it together temporarily. I found that doing this, it was a lot easier to use the same side of the piece of wood that you're using because they might be bowed or whatever, that if you cut and keep them on the same surface you want to show exposing. So like, for example, if this is the top and you want this side to be seen, just keep transferring it over and make sure that the same piece is always at the top, because it'll make it match up a lot better than if you try to flip it like on that one, where this one is turned out a lot better and the joints line up a lot better. I've created the doors, and this is the first one I did. It's just drying right now. This is the second one. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how I did this. I can go ahead and create the dividers now. I'm just going to run those on the table saw to fit in between here and there. Both doors are in, or I mean both dividers. So as you can see, I left a bit of a reveal here. So that little MDF divider is there to hold the drawers from falling in. So I have it on this side as well, just a little bit of a reveal. I'm going to show you exactly what I've done with the drawers here. So I built the drawer, very simple. I just used some finishing nails, MDF, hold it together. I glued it in the base, and then I just put put the skid front on here, like the pallet wood front on it. So I'm done the drawers. I have all three done exactly the same. So I've created this rail system. I just use scrap pieces of pallet wood just so the drawers rest on them. Just like that. The only issue is because there's such a gap right here that you see, I'm probably just going to trim out the face just to bring it in line with this lip here, just to make it fit, because once I have the doors on, I want the piece of trim to match up with here and here, just so it kind of looks finished, and then that should hide that gap there. I'm going to go ahead and stain it. I'm using this weathered gray stain. See these sandpaper marks there, the lines? That's because I haven't done a smooth finish yet. So I'm actually pretty pleased on how that turned out there. I'm going to go ahead and stain the rest here. So, it's looking pretty good. It's the weathered gray look. It's soaking in a lot better in some pieces than others, but I guess that's just the nature of pallet wood. So I picked up these hinges from Home Depot. It's probably the easiest solution. So I'm going to go ahead and install these on the door real quick. What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to try to build an entertainment unit for a TV and some storage and stuff like that. I got the inspiration from a place called Urban Barn. They sell this TV media unit out of reclaimed wood, but they sell it for $1,500. So I got these pallets locally for free. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make the same unit, or pretty similar, out of skids to give the same reclaimed feel. Okay, so the most tedious part about this entire build is having to break down the skids. I'm going to grab a hacksaw, I'm going to cut them all here. I'm going to cut all the nails here, here, and there, just to break everything free. Change of plans here. I've gone through two batteries on my cordless chop saw, I've gone through two batteries on my cordless sawzall, and I've only taken apart one skid, or two skids, and both batteries are already dead. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab my skill saw, I'm going to cut along that edge there, and then the center edge, and then all I have to do is pry apart the middle supporting piece there on these skids, and then that way I can move along a lot faster because I don't have time to sit around here waiting for batteries to charge and try to cut this. Okay, I've gone and ripped up most of the wood. I got some to start.